This one is about to hurt some of y'all feelings, but this needs to be said because I'm honestly getting sick of it. So, I'm scrolling and I see it again. Chilli from TLC being called the sellout for donating to Trump. Nick Cannon getting called the sellout because of what he said about Democrats. And then we got black ICE agents getting called sellouts for doing their job. And every time I see that word sellout, I'm not even looking at the people that's being accused anymore. I'm looking at the person that's making the accusation. You see, that word sellout is a confession. You're not exposing the people that's being accused. You're exposing how you think. Because think about the word that you chose. Sellout. That word only makes sense if you believe somebody was owned and then sold. So let's slow it down since people love throwing around words they don't understand. Who owned them? Who bought them? What was the price? Was Chilli sold for a donation? Was Nick Cannon sold for his opinion? Were black ICE agents sold for a paycheck? Or, and here's an uncomfortable truth, maybe it was you just couldn't handle the fact that they made a choice without running it past you first. So instead of saying you disagree like a normal person, you decided to reach for a word that's rooted in ownership. Because deep down, some of y'all don't believe in independence. You believe in assignment. A lot of you believe that black people are assigned to think a certain way, vote a certain way, to live within this narrow approved version of blackness that only you co-sign. But the minute somebody steps outside of that assignment, a lot of y'all brains start to short circuit. So you won't debate their ideas at all. You don't even try to reason with them. You don't even question your own goofy assumptions. You just shout, sellout. You know, almost like it's a spell that's supposed to bring them back in line. And I'm here to tell you right now, that's not intelligence. That's called conditioning. Hell, let me make it even more plain for you. You're literally using the language of slavery to attack other black people for exercising their freedom. Let that sit with your spirit real quick. You're literally calling free choices evidence of being owned. That's how backwards this is to me. That's like watching somebody walk off a plantation and saying, nah, you must have been bought by another master. What the? You know, it's like it almost never crosses your mind that maybe, just maybe, that black man or black woman belong to their damn self and not you. And that's the part that bothers some of y'all. Because if they belong to their damn self, that means you don't get a say-so over their damn life. And some of y'all, for some reason, can't seem to handle that. So what do you do instead? You build this invisible rule book. You know, this unwritten constitution of acceptable blackness. And it always goes something like this. You can be black as long as you think like me. Yeah, you can be black as long as you vote like me. You can be black as long as you never step outside the lines that I drew. But the moment they do, now you're not just wrong. Apparently, according to these people, you're now sold. I mean, do y'all hear how insane that sounds? You're literally turning a simple disagreement into ownership. Turning independence into a betrayal and then turning free will into a crime. And the part that really pisses me off is how some of y'all want to sit there and call it protecting the community. No, you're protecting your comfort. Say it out loud. You protecting that echo chamber that you live in. You protecting your distorted worldview that falls apart the second people start thinking for themselves. And I'm honestly getting tired of black people doing that stupid shit. Because here's the reality that y'all don't want to face. Chilli didn't sell anybody out. She made a choice. Nick Cannon, he didn't sell out either. He was simply speaking his mind like everybody else does. And those black ICE agents, they didn't sell you out either. They just chose a profession. There was no transaction that took place. The only thing that happened was them exercising their autonomy. And by them exercising that autonomy, it exposes the control issues that a lot of you have. And that's why it irritates you. Because every time a black person moves freely, it reminds you that your rules aren't universal. They just preferences you try to enforce on everybody else. So instead of confronting that, you want to reach for that same tired label, sellout, which don't mean a damn thing anymore. That word don't hit like y'all think it does now, because y'all done bastardized the hell out of it. It's not exposing them, it's exposing you. Because you can't call somebody sold unless you believe somebody already owned them. And my thing is this: if that's how you see other black people, not as individuals, not as thinkers or free human beings, but as something that can be bought, controlled, and reassigned, all based on their behavior, well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but congratulations. You didn't break the plantation logic. You modernized it. That's the issue with our people today. It ain't about MAGA hats. It ain't even about supporting Trump at this point. A lot of y'all truly think it's y'all job to police another black person's choices, even when they're not harming you or violating any of your rights. And that is exactly where the conflict rests in the black community. You don't own other black people. Hell, most of you don't own a damn thing, so you walk around acting like you own other black people. And that's the problem with a lot of you. You don't know how to stay in your own lane and let other people do their own thing. Y'all seriously need to grow up and let that goofy mindset go. You don't own other black people. Period. But leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll catch you on the next video.
Hey, shout out to matter of fact, here I'm about to pull him up on TikTok because that was on point. That was absolutely on point, which is why you heard, which is why you saw me just sitting back not saying a word. I didn't want to interrupt a single second of it because you know what? He was absolutely chefing it up, cooking. Somebody hand that brother an apron, please. What was his name? Hold on, let me I'm trying to pull up his TikTok so I can show y'all real quick. All right, and I see. Okay. I forgot okay, I see why it's not coming up. I was like, I feel like I'm spelling this right. Okay, here we go. Right here. Bam. Shout out to him. Go give him a follow. Let him know I sent you. This is his TikTok right here. The Divine Separation. Look, there's his @ right there. All right. Now, absolutely everything he said was 1,000% on point. And I love the fact that he highlighted towards the end, right? This ain't even about voting for Trump, right? Forget Trump, okay? Everybody knows I support Trump. I rock with Trump. That's no secret. But let's put Trump to the side. Let's put Republicans to the side. It's just about being able to think freely, right? Not just following what everybody else is doing. But now, amongst some black folks, if you diverge from what the standard way of thinking, right? The way you're supposed to think, the way you're supposed to vote, you know, that some black people have stamped. You're a sellout. You're Uncle T. You're the C word. You're all of these different things, and it's like, hold on. Or I'm a house N word, and it's like, hold on. Wait a minute. You're the one that's actually detrimental because you still voting for the same. I'm gonna put it this way: there's nothing good that comes out of voting for one singular party for 70 years. Nothing, because now you've given both parties an incentive to not do anything for you. The Democrat Party knows, hey, they black behinds ain't going to vote Republican, at least not in mass. At worst, they're just not going to show up to vote, right? So we ain't got to do nothing for them. They ain't going to vote for the Republicans, and the Republicans on the other side could just simply be like, well, we know they ain't going to vote for us, so why do we need to do anything for them? You see what I mean? But because some people are so wrapped up into thinking that they represent blackness, right? They don't even see that. And it's just like, you're accusing me of being the sellout and being detrimental to black people when in reality it's you. It's you. And you don't even see it. And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. But hey, shout out to bro, man, because I literally couldn't have said that any better myself. Couldn't have said it any better. I had another clip that was similar to that I was going to include in this, but I think we got the message with just that one, right? Maybe I'll throw the clip. Maybe I'll throw the other clip in another video sometime in the future. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. Of course, I can make a whole other video on this other clip that I got that was similar to this one. And also, it is beautiful to see, you know, especially black people, obviously I'm black myself, waking up. Because for so long, and still, right, there's this one singular way of thinking amongst black people. That's all it is. It's the singular way of thinking. You talk to any black person, hey, it's just growing up, you just vote Democrat. It's just the way it is. But why? Why? And now you're seeing a lot more black people question that, or at least ask that question, begin to ask that question. And that is beautiful to see. Once again, they ain't even got to vote Republican. But the fact that you're questioning what it is that you're doing is beautiful to see. The fact that you're not just going about life just, oh yeah, well, I'm black, so I got to vote Democrat. Well, I'm black, so I got to do this. I got to think this way, or I got to think that way. I'm black, so it's good that people are getting away from that and making it public is beautiful too, right? That's also good. Because now everybody gets to see it. It's not just like a little closeted thing that's, more black people are starting to talk. Like, no, it's actually public, right? And so that's a beautiful thing too. So shout out to him for making the video and also making it public. I love it. Absolutely love it, man. And we need more of it. We need a whole lot more of it. And honestly, listen, I know I said skip voting Republican, but I think the more people that actually start thinking freely and get out of that old mindset, black people will start voting Republican. Black people will realize, hold on, wait. The Democrat Party, first off, they ain't doing anything for us. As a matter of fact, they're detrimental to us. They prioritize illegals over us. They brought these illegals into our towns, into our cities, put them on our side of the town, prioritize them, renovated schools so they have places to live. But when we went to these same politicians, they told us they didn't have nothing. But now all of a sudden these illegals are here. Now they got all the money in the world to accommodate these folks, but they ain't never done that for us. Just saying, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And I think as long as we keep this going, it's going to be great for everybody. It's going to be great for everybody because eventually the Democrat Party is actually going to have to come to its senses and be an America first, right, kind of party. And now we got two America first parties competing for everybody's vote. And that's ultimately what you want. I would love nothing else than to come 2028, I genuinely have a choice which party I'm voting for, right? Right now, to me, there's only one choice, and that's the Republican Party. But I would love to see like the Democrat Party and the Republican Party, both America first, but just, maybe a few tweaks here or there competing for our votes. I would love to see that. I would love nothing more than that. I would love to be able to say, you know what? I'm voting Democrat this year. Do I think that's going to happen anytime soon? No, but I listen, with stuff like this, I think we're well on our way. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.